Again, we're going to talk about the article that we just read about pit bulls. And you probably are familiar with the rules of Socratic Seminar, but I just want to remind you that in a Socratic Seminar, the purpose is to better understand the text. So when we're talking about it, we want to refer to the paragraph numbers. That's why we wrote the paragraph numbers. And we also want to make sure we don't have side conversations. We also want to be respectful of people's opinions and viewpoints. And the best thing about a Socratic Seminar that kids tell me they like all the time is you do not have to raise your hand. It's a discussion, so when you're ready to say something, you just offer it to the group. You don't have to raise your hand. Vicious is a broad overstatement, but to ignore the biological fact that some dogs are more aggressive than others is folly. What do you think he's trying to say in this paragraph overall? What do you think he's trying to say about pit bulls?
Oh, that if a pit bull escaped from the owner's home and then it didn't have an owner to feed it or anything or anybody, that it would probably become vicious, and if another.
He gives kind of a vague example. Does anyone have any examples of anything you've heard of from your own personal life or the newspaper that gives you an opinion about pit bulls?
A little.
Ladies first.
I've heard in a TV show that pit bulls can be aggressive. It depends on how the owner treats it.
Anybody else? Have you heard anything in the news, or do you have any personal experiences with pit bulls that have shaped your opinion?
Where I live, there's a pit bull right next to me, and there's this little.
Okay, so that's a big group Socratic Seminar, and one thing we can do is a small group Socratic Seminar. So I'm going to count off every third person, and if I point to you, I want you to pull your chair into the center of the circle, and I'll show you what that looks like. So everybody here's a 1. Look at paragraph 2. And in paragraph 2, the author talks about examples of a pit bull attack, and he makes a statement that pit bulls attack because they are biologically aggressive. So what I'm going to say now is inner circle, turn and talk to your co-pilots about the author's statements, and do you agree with them or disagree with them, and why? So do that now. Okay, wrap up your conversation now. Inner circle, turn back with your facing forward to the circle, and now the inner circle, you're going to respond to the question, do you agree with the author that it's a biological fact some dogs are more aggressive? Or can you share with us what you talked about with your partner? Good question. What topics can you discuss? You can, in the AVID class, most AVID classes talk about current events or social issues in AVID. So most AVID classes will talk about things like if they have a newspaper article about school uniforms, or if they have an article in the newspaper about something should be banned. Like I heard about a school up in Humboldt County that banned Monster drinks. You know those drinks called Monster? Yeah. They banned. In the big circle, probably a half of the group didn't say anything. But in this situation, you have to talk because you're talking in a small group. So some people like that.